I think you hear over and over again in the region, don't make us choose. And I know from the Washington's perspective, that sounds a little like cakeism. You want your cake and you want to eat it too. I don't think that's what it is. I think that is leaders across this region are in a bit of a bind. I mean, they are very dependent on both the United States and on China. They do not want to be forced to choose. The consequences of that for their domestic economy is significant. If they are being asked to make a decision, if they're being asked to choose, what they're also looking for is more information about why this choice is necessary, why it's necessary for them, not why it's necessary for the United States. Why is it necessary for them? That's a challenge. And is there any offsetting anything that can be offered? Because the choice comes with real consequences, and so when the United States shows up and says, you need to follow us because we're right, and doesn't do a whole lot after that. There's no market access, there's no trade agreements. Remember, economics in Asia rules. I mean, this is a very trade, export-dependent region. That's what is important. When the United States shows up and it doesn't have market access and it doesn't have economic tools of carrots and only comes with sticks, that's a problem. So I think there are a lot of potential positive incentives that could be used. But I would go back, for example, to IPEF. IPEF framework, I get it. It's got to be different. Okay, I understand for domestic reasons. But even there, the United States hasn't shown up with much for IPEF. Lots of conversations, lots of engagement, lots of meetings. And at the end of the day, what happened? Everyone expected that they would sign IPEF in November in San Francisco, and it didn't happen. Not only did it not happen, but we had leaders who got off an airplane and then discovered that the trade pillar in particular wasn't even going to be on the agenda. The other two were sort of pushed to the side. There was no conversation. This is catastrophic from the perspective of many leaders in Asia for whom this was a very big deal. And so I think, again, this for me was an own goal from the United States. It doesn't take much as a carrot to have the proper ceremony to acknowledge that people have come together as friends and partners. And yet they were left on the sidelines, and they're waiting still for the signature of two of the four pillars. One pillar hasn't been scheduled at all for this year. So I think this is the challenge, is that you need to remember that you are asking your friends and allies in the region to do something that is difficult, and you're asking them to do it in exchange for, frankly, not a whole lot at the moment. And that is a bargain that is hard to continue to deliver.